You're now listening to the sound of sanity. This sound will continue for the duration of the program. Hey everybody, welcome to Sound of Sanity. I am Nathan. I am your humble and obedient host. I am here to introduce... I think I'll go out of order today, actually, because we've got a new wrinkle in our introductory system. So we've got the pastor who's a master of sanity.
Hey, that's me.
That's you. Yeah. I lost the pronoun there. What is Jake's pronouns? I need to check his Twitter bio. That is Jake. Jake is the pastor who's a master of sanity. But here's the wrinkle. Here's the challenge. We actually have another pastor in the room. But there's a problem with that because Jake's the pastor.
There's a problem in the wrinkle.
There's a problem in the wrinkle. The little-known sequel to Madeleine L'Engle's The Problem in the Wrinkle in Time. Now, listen. Here's the thing. Ben got it ordained. If you didn't know that, listener, then you should be very happy for Ben. So Ben is a pastor, Pastor Benjamin Sulzer. But Jake's already the pastor who's a master of everything, really. And we can't take that from Jake, which means we need a formulation for Ben. So let's see. Ben could be the pastor who's a caster of vision.
A caster, right.
Ben could be the pastor who's a podcaster. I don't know why that one's never occurred to us. The podcaster pastor. I don't care for that at all.
Podcast and pastor.
Don't like it.
No, I can do better than that.
Ben could be the pastor who's a blaster of heresy. The pastor who's a blaster of...
of
bad ideas.
Oh, man.
Pastor who's faster.
The pastor who's faster than... I don't know, what's something that you can be faster than?
I don't know.
A speeding bullet?
Bunny.
A bunny. A wheelchair. There's a lot of things you could be faster than.
That's right.
Pastor.
The pastor who's...
Jake, are you looking up rhymes?
It's possible.
Pastor?
What do you want to bet? Jake's on rhymezone.com, even as we speak.
Okay.
So, Jake, do you have it? Is there an obvious one that's just jumping out there at you?
We've got blaster and faster, which we've said. We have and caster, which we've said.
Mm-hmm.
Master is right out.
Right, yep.
He could have passed her.
No, Jake, alternately...
He could be made of plaster. He could plaster things.
I mean, if Ben had also achieved synchronicity or whatever... But then he still wouldn't be made of plaster.
Could be
That's
a
right.
broadcaster.
The pastor is a broadcaster.
What about the minister?
He could be
The what?
The pastor is a disaster.
I did think of that, but I didn't say it.
No, well, I was trying to think of like the disaster for sinners, or
Right,
like the
right,
for heresy.
Right.
You know? The pastor that brings disaster to the gospel coalition.
Flame master, forecaster.
The pastor who's a forecaster of the culture.
Grandmaster, headmaster.
The grandmaster pastor?
Newscaster, postmaster.
Now, alternately, Jake, if you saw one that you thought really fit you, we could give that to you, and then we could promote Ben into the pastor who's a master position.
Huh. Well,
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm willing to make this work, however.
I mean... I could be the grandmaster, I guess.
You could also be the pastor who's the vision caster, because you're like the head pastor, and you cast visions.
I'm
not saying that's necessarily what we want.
How about scoutmaster?
The pastor who's a scoutmaster?
Taskmaster.
That's
probably mine.
Are we all going to rhymezone.com now?
Alabaster. Burgomaster.
The pastor who's the hairy golden aster. That's a 6-syllable thing that...
Wow.
The pastor who's the oriental alabaster.
Man, that's it's catchy.
Ticketmaster.
The pastor who's the burger master.
I already said that.
You already said that. Okay, I do apologize, Jake.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Ben,
weather forecaster.
So Ben, you also said the minister, but we're rhymes with the minister who's against all things sinister.
There you go.
The minister who administers the beatdowns to the sinister.
Administers the beatdowns. Yeah. Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
The reverend who's clever and there is no rhymes for reverend.
The reverend
you could do a slant rhyme like veteran or
The minister who's what
The
word?
reverend who's a veteran.
I mean, I'm not opposed to a slant rhyme, but I am opposed to that slant rhyme. Should we table this for today and ask our listeners to write in with their suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Pastor who's the
shepherd who's a leopard of...
Oh, yeah, the shepherd who's a truth leopard. You want to be the shepherd who's a truth leopard?
No, I don't. Not particularly.
Elder who's a welder.
The elder who's a welder of...
The elder who propelled her.
That sounds like the beginning of a limerick. I've ever heard one. The
bishop who's a fish up.
The pope who's got the dope.
The cardinal is really great.
We're promoting Ben into a different ecclesiastical hierarchy here.
That's right. Polity has changed for Church of the King.
Right. Well, Jake should be the pope, really, of Church of the King, so far as we have one. So
the vicar who's a stickler for good podcasting.
Lectern who's a...
The lectern?
Wow. It sounds like a piece of furniture. I'm sorry. It's just...
The furniture who's returning her to sound doctrine.
The preacher who's a teacher.
We didn't.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, we are so dumb that it took us.
Preacher. Sorry about that, everyone.
The preacher who's a teacher of all things sanity.
Of sanity. I mean, that's about as good as the pastor who's a master of sanity.
The preacher who's a teacher of sanity, and the pastor who's a master of sanity. All right, there we go. That's it.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's
done. All that work for all that reward.
For all that reward. It seems disproportionate somehow.
Low-hanging fruit possible right there.
Oh, man, we took the long way around to that one. That was a scenic drive through the Alps to get one house away. Okay. All right, folks, we've got the pastor who's a master of sanity. We've got the preacher who's a teacher of sanity.
We've got it all.
We've got it all the different pastoral kind of people that you'd like on a podcast about sanity. Now, what we're really here to do today is nothing.
Good thing.
It's July. People want to go on vacation, not you. We want to go on vacation.
Hey, guys, today's Bobby Bonilla Day.
Who is Bobby Bonita? In Spanish, his name stands for Bobby Good.
Bonilla.
Oh, Bonilla. Who's Bobby Bonilla?
Bobby Bonilla is a retired baseball player who... So he had a massive contract, was old. The New York Mets arranged a buyout of his deal that runs through 2035. And so on July 1 every year, he gets paid $1.2 million. He hasn't played in the major leagues since 2001.
And he's still getting that money?
Through 2035.
Man, his agent is awesome.
Yeah. He hasn't played baseball since 2001. He gets a $1.2 million check every July 1.
I hope his agent gets a nice cut
all the way through 2035. I'm sure he
That's
gets...
just crazy.
There was some profoundly good negotiating going on there.
Yeah. Well, they needed a clear cap space, and they chose to pay for forever and defer payment and pay it for forever. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
That's insane.
That's crazy. By the way, Bonita is pretty.
Oh, you're right. Bueno. Bobby Bueno.
Bobby Bueno would be Bobby Good.
Yeah, we all know Bobby Bueno. Well, I never claimed...
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah.
I never claimed to know Spanish.
Yeah, I never claimed to...
Kind of did.
Habla.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Hey. Yo hablo español.
When you asserted the right to translate Bonilla, then claimed to know.
I'm a white guy, Jake. I'm allowed to assert my right to do anything with
cultural
cultures.
Dominance.
Yes. Listen, what was I saying before Jake took us down this Bobby Bueno trail?
He wanted to talk about the iron spider suit that was revealed for Spider-Man No Way Home.
He's got an iron spider suit?
Mm-hmm. At least that's what's trending on Twitter. Some people are upset about it.
Right, some people need to get a life. That's what I'll say about that.
Some people are like, they've already done Iron Spider. Duh. Haven't you seen it? And
all right.
Other stuff.
Since we have established that Ben is a pastor, one thing that you should know about him at this point, if you've been following this podcast from the beginning, he's got a Rolodex of awesomeness now. You know who has Rolodexes of shame?
Uh-oh.
Those people, with those people that care about this iron
spider
thing.
Yep.
They can put it in their Rolodex of shame. That's what I have to say about that. What I'm trying to say, though, is that we're going on vacation, folks. And we're not like all going on vacation together, but like Jake's got a vacation, Ben's got a vacation, stuff like that. So this is the only week where you're going to get like a thing like this that doesn't have the deep, thoughtful, scintillating content that you tune in for.
Right.
But there will be this week. Ben, it looks like Ben's about to sneeze or cough.
I decided not to. I'm
You
good.
decided not to.
I'm good.
Isn't that
I'm all right.
frustrating? I hate it when that happens.
Yep.
So we established that Ben is the preacher who's I
Teacher.
already forgot. The teacher.
Preacher who's a teacher of sanity.
And
That's right.
Jake is the pastor who's a master of sanity.
Yep.
So is there anyway, is there anything else that we need to do with this podcast before we bid our listeners adieu?
Before we take a little bit of our own medicine and go rest.
Yeah, that's right. Our last episode was about vacation. So
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
yeah, it was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Hey, go to our Instagram if you want, or our YouTube, Warhorn Media, YouTube, Sound of Sanity, Instagram. You want to see a fun little video that me and Ben made to promote that episode where we take you through the 7 steps for a good vacation. And we had to travel all over the world to all different kinds of climates and stuff and locations to do this shoot. I don't know. The pure spectacle of it is something else, I would say. You get to see Ben ski. You get to see me surf. It's something.
Yeah, it really was. It was quite a trip.
It was quite a trip.
Quite a journey.
Quite a journey.
Yep.
So check those out. So I don't know anything else. Either of you got Ben? You got anything else for our fine listeners before?
I don't, unfortunately. Wish I did.
Yeah, Jake, you got what else do we need to know here?
Will Smith married the wrong woman.
All right, so Jake's looking at Twitter. Ben has nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to say.
We've established the titles. I think that's really all that we have to do. So, all right. Hey, if you want to help support these fine folks, by these fine folks, I mean the 3 of us and our podcast and the things that we stand for and do, you go to patreon.com/sound of sanity, and all kinds of exciting, cool things will happen to you.
They will.
It's true.
You'll hear a lot of sanity.
Yeah, including sanity that you can't hear anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So, do that.
Do it.
Yep. Okay. Goodbye, folks. Until next time.
Stay sane.
Stay sane.